Well, all right. And how you feeling? John Riggs here. I love my video game books. This one was just released recently. The Super Mario Brothers Encyclopedia, the first 30 years. This is the official guide. This goes over all of the Mario games, all of the Mario cameos, snapshots from like every level. It's going to feature like the enemies, the items, and maybe even some lore that you never knew existed in this book. I'll be honest with you, I already looked through this book myself. And I found a few things I didn't even know about. I'm going to go back through and replay some of these older games just to see for myself. So we're going to go through it, not page by page, but I do want to show you a sneak peek on the inside here. First of all, we got Takeshi Tezuka, intro from him. And I thought this was pretty interesting. I wanted to read this part for you. He's talking about how he was normally had to wait till April 1st to start work at a company like that, but Norma, Japan. But he was officially hired. They called him up and asked if he could work part-time on the arcade game Punch-Out. He was doing pixel art at the time. And Nintendo was so understaffed, they would have hired cats if they thought it would help. I thought that was pretty funny, pretty interesting. And then it goes on to talk about Mario Maker 2. You can read the rest of that on your own time. But here's kind of like a layout of what to expect for in this book. So we have Super Mario Brothers, Mario 3. This just goes over. It starts with Mario Maker. Because it does. So here's the overview. What it goes all the way. It doesn't go as far as Mario Odyssey. It ends at Super Mario 3D World. But still, shows you the timeline. Here's a bunch of enemies. Actually differentiates between like the yellow toad, the blue toad. Red toad is just called Toad, apparently. It shows you the U.S. packaging, what the manual looks like, but then it shows you the Japanese box art, which I think is wonderful. I love the Japanese box art here. I love the eyeless toad over here. I love the fact that the Lakitu has the spiny on a chain, like he's walking him, kind of thing. Bowser is like this weird color pattern. A little bit about the game. Getting to talk about snapshots of every level. And even has some helpful hints and stuff. Now, I've covered a couple of these like in other videos, like the Unlimited 1-Ups, the Warp Zones, even how to get Small Fire Mario. But then there's some things like the, I guess in 6.3, the bullets can work like an elevator. I never knew that. And I did know this, too. Like, if you stand still long enough, the Hammer Brothers will start coming towards you to get out of there. Then it even goes like, Mario 2. This is the Lost Levels, what we called them. As the Lost Levels. Shows you what it looks like on the Famicom disk system. The differences in the game, the snapshots, more stuff about it. It was released in America. In Japan, it was Super Mario USA was our Mario 2. Doki Doki Panic for them. A few differences, but not a whole lot. Super Mario Land, a game I've never beaten, believe it or not. It was just too blurry for me to play. Now, I could play it now, either through emulator or even through like a Game Boy Advance SP. I have it. I just haven't sat down to play it. I loved Mario 3 as well. And again, like I just said, it goes through the levels, a little snapshot of everything. Super Mario World is included. I'm going to start skipping over a bunch of pages now. More on Mario World. This game is fantastic. This is one of my favorite Mario games of all of the Super Mario games. Is Super Mario Land 2 for the Game Boy. It's just a fun game. A little on the easy side, except for Wario's Castle. First appearance of Wario back there too. You have Mario 64. Like I said, this is all the book is. It's just kind of a snapshot, a quick look at. New Super Mario Brothers wasn't bad. I didn't like the fact that the enemies would dance with the song. That always threw me off. Try to time your jump, and then they dance, and then you end up getting hit by them anyway. It's just, there's a lot of information in here. Super Mario Land, 3D Land. That's a fun one, too. And it also goes through like items, products, merchandise along the way. The stuff that you could have bought back in the day. Let's start skipping ahead now. start getting into things like, oh yeah, I got the stickers, the stamps from Super Mario 3D World. Some other appearances from Mario. Before he was Super Mario, he was, part of these things here. The cameos he plays a part in. Whole lot of cameos. Sim City, the NES Open Tournament Golf, Super Soap 6, the Mario Party games. A little bit of everything. I don't know. I think it's a really neat book, and I'm happy I picked one up. And if you're curious on yours, I have a link in the description below as well to the affiliate for Amazon. Available for purchase right now. That's where I grabbed it. And if you dig video game books, I have a whole playlist full of other video game books that maybe you didn't even know existed. So make sure you check those out too. And I always have new videos coming out soon, so I thank you for your subscription and consider being a Patreon. It helps out this channel in support on getting more stuff like this. Thanks for watching. Take care.